So we left off that part with Trunks dying, and then Gohan enraged like no other. And bear with the wind, peeps, I'm sorry. But so basically Trunks out of commission. Gohan, fuck being tired, fuck being calm, fuck being patient, fuck all of this. Y'all gotta go. Trunks turns Super Saiyan 3. The androids somehow have access to fusion, which a quick backstory for that. For that was many years ago when Yamcha died, right? He the androids went back to Dr. Jazaro lab, one to get, new outfits obviously, and two to check on the status quo of to see if there was anything they could do to make themselves stronger. They saw something about Cell, but they were like, whatever that is. They really didn't care about whatever this Cell thing was and his incomplete, imperfect form. It was 17 that saw it, so 18 would have done something about it. Anyways, they figured out that there was a couple of prototypes. If they performed these amount of dances, they would be able to fuse together. And since they have mechanical parts and all this other bullshit, basically we're dumbing it down for science. But little did Dr. Jerome knew, he actually really just discovered or rediscovered Metamorphin's fusion. But it might have been slightly too weak, so they might have to not do the whole steps or something. Because they were bragging about it ever so slightly. I'll say they did it during the fight about how we didn't even do the long version, this and that, blah 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 blah, right? But I digress. Let's get into this epic clash of the gods, okay? So Gohan with tears in his eye, it's almost reminiscent to Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, but with just Super Saiyan 3 and I'm older. He's like, no more, poof. And so they start boxing, good hands, and they're both at equal strength in this regard, right? They're going kick for kick, blow to blow, punch for punch, okay? Not one side giving up, okay? Gohan has such high levels of ki control that Super Saiyan 3 is not nearly as draining as it would have been originally in canon. Due to him being able to have mastery over Super Saiyan and him being able to turn Super Saiyan 2 on and off, basically with ease, it's almost like that's his new base form. I don't think it'd be too much of a stretch to say, Super Saiyan 3 would be any different from this. So they're going blow to blow, fight, boom. Once again, I apologize for the wind on this particular one part, but boom, good hands. And they're throwing these quality big body smoke hands, and it's almost like a tournament of power, nostalgic kind of feel too, because as they're fighting, they're not just fighting where they're at, they're using most of the planet as their living playground. And the twin fusion says this, or TF for short, is literally saying, the double voice though, but I'm not about to try to edit that in, but they're laughing whole world, no, this whole universe is our playground. And so they basically just keep throwing more and more hands using the planet, and Gohan doesn't sense energy around in the areas that they're going to. And so as this is happening, first they're fighting boom, they're fighting away from where the fight initially started, right? Because they're moving at such high speed. First they're fighting where Goku fought Vegeta. Boom. Then, first they fight where where Goku and Vegeta was. Then they're just fighting in all these unique and different places that have. It would also be some places in Dragon Ball, but since I'm not an expert and don't remember everything on Dragon Ball, we're not going to use that one. And so the fight just keeps commencing, and each blow, each kick gets intenser. Everybody in the planet is watching as this is happening. Don't ask how they're able to see people moving at such high speeds, but we could just say on some bullshit, they're stronger than your normal humans since they had to survive in rougher conditions. So we could say their average power levels are 100, 200. They're a little bit stronger than normal humans. because they've adapted to this life. Who cares? So they're watching as all of this is transpiring, right? Like just this epic masked clash of just boom, boom, these gods. These, oh shit. Ow, ah, fuck, ah, my ankle. No one saw that, right? Oh, fuck. Ouch. That took my soul away. Well, I was gonna edit that out, but I just like damn near died and fell. Holy shit. Oh, fuck. They basically going at it like boom, 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 boom. Goo, goo, goo. Him, I'm not giving you a room of mercy. Please, like you have bus. Fake fist. Twin blast. Boosh. Beep, 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 beep. Beep, 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 beep. And they're like, oh, everyone's like, please, win for us, Gohan. Please. And he swears he heard his man. He heard Gohan, and he heard Trunks with tears going through his eyes. And periodically, he puts his arm back and relaxes. I'm ending this now, he says. Hope, come. He caught, and then like as he's cocking his arm back, which he already had it cocked back, but then he just he's doing each Kamehameha. It's like reminiscent to how you know, I'm trying to think of it. His first Kamehameha is his father's. His next one is Krillin, because Krillin also showed him how to use it right a little bit before the androids attacked. And then he puts his hand all the way back, and he's got Trunks and Yamcha behind him, all his family members behind him. Not family member, but like Piccolo too. And he also puts his hand up at a weird angle, and he's like, this isn't just your ordinary Kamehameha. He does like multiple gestures as he's doing the singular Kamehameha. He also puts his hand on his forehead, above his forehead, and he's like, this is a hope. But I just say hope Kamehameha just because it sounds cool. So he's like, oh, Kamehameha, which it literally is just a spirit, a Masenko, a spirit cannon, special beam cannon, there we go. And a Kamehameha put all into one. I don't know what the movements will look like, but I tried to describe it the best I could. But I digress. So he charges this blast and he shoots it at the androids. And the androids are like, oh, the androids laughing maniacally. They're like, well, if your move is called hope, I'll guess we'll call this, as their eyes begin to glow red, we'll call this destruction blast. And then they charge up their ki blast, and then they're just like, destruction, boo, boo. And then they have like this epic blast beam struggle. Boom, boom. Energy's flying out everywhere. Pain just, one side is hope and one side's destruction. And where everybody's with their hope, everybody's with their pain. It's just all these dramatic emotions going in and going out at once. And then Gohan hears Trunks. You can do it, master. He hears Yamcha. You got this, Gohan. And he hears Goku, but clearer than the other. Go! Let your energy soar! Stop holding back! But it's like a lot faster than that, than, you know, dragged out. It's all at once. Like, let your energy soar, stop holding back. And then Gohan snaps, and then he just releases all his ki at once. And then he just releases it with every single person behind him. Hell, you even see Vegeta in this. And just with everybody behind him, and he just shoots out this massive ki wave. And then everyone's like, yes, he's doing it. And they're like, no, this is impossible. JK, you think you were the only one doing secret training? Die, human. Boosh. And now the blast is right back to being even. Not one side wavering, not one side giving up. And he's like, I'm not human. I am a human. and then poof, a like unlikely wave of energy explodes, and poof, a big giant explosion, both of them getting sent back flying, poof, poof, poof. And they're just stand up. Gohan battle damage. As he looks down and looks around, he's like, maybe this is how Yamcha felt. No, this isn't how Yamcha felt. Because Yamcha didn't let me fight with him that day he died. And then he just, poof, poof, they both charge at each other. Back to fighting again. But androids don't have stamina. So Gohan started getting tired. His breath started to lack. But his will and determination, and on the top of the fact that everybody was passively giving away energy to this dude, oh, it kept him in the fight a lot longer than he should have been. And then, boom, 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 Gohan does a backflip over an android's head, slides back, takes his fighting stance. The androids take a stance reminiscent to Goku, and then they begin. They're about to start their brawl. Gohan starts beating down on the androids. Boom! Adapted into their fighting style. Boom! Boom! As he towers over them. You're no longer the superior one here. He puts a hand out. This one is especially for Piccolo. And he shoots a ki blast. About to annihilate. And I mean annihilate the androids. And then it happens. Gohan transforms down back to damn near base form, and then collapses to the ground. As the androids see this, they get up and swing a kick at Gohan, but they deform too, and both of them miss. As Gohan gets up, some of his hair was falling out, not really falling out, but just let's say he got barely hit by the kicks. He's like, it's been a while since I had black hair. As he looks over to both the androids, let's get this fight really going. Gohan is tired, don't get me wrong, but he's still got a good amount of fight in him. And then he starts fighting, and he's losing, but he's keeping up. Because they're all weakened from this point. Gohan gets back up, the androids are staggering towards him. Because the androids, they've taken a good beating too, but they're not everyone's still got a good amount of fight in them, okay? And then you just hear a voice, please hurry up, eat this. It's a feminine voice, a voice Gohan's never heard before. And Gohan rarely, he looked at the androids and was like, have y'all heard this voice before? And they shake their head in disbelief, like, no. Hurry up, Trunks, please eat this. Your mom would kill us if you didn't come back, please. And then you hear Trunks, who are you? Don't worry about it, but I'm here to save the day. As a feminine girl reminiscent to Yamcha's Gi comes out of the forefront. I don't have a name for her yet, so I might actually let y'all decide what her name is, but she comes out about the same age as Trunks. Don't worry. We humans need to stand up for ourselves and fight. As she shows resembling Yamcha's appearance, but slightly different. Isn't that right, Dad? And Yamcha comes out. Yep, that's most definitely the case. Gohan, didn't I tell you the hero is always waiting till the last second to show up like Goku used to? And that's where we leave this part off.